You're watching TigerVision, presented by Conley Buick GMC. This special presentation of Palmetto Baseball on TigerVision is brought to you by Conley Buick GMC, Arctic Air, Palmetto Boosters, the Palmetto Athletic and Academic Association, Hit Lab Softball, Palmetto Softball, Clicking Spree, Garrett Richard, Burton Trucking, and Minnesota Pools. Stay tuned, first pitch is right around the corner, next on TigerVision.
We hope that he's listening in. I saw Bradley Hume out there earlier. For those of you, I think the wind is blowing about 7 miles an hour toward right center field. So it might be a good night for the lefties tonight.
Yeah, that's hopefully for the Tigers.
I heard that. Now we're going to have, pretty soon we're going to have the Star Spangled Banner here. We are set. Warm-ups really looked pretty sharp out there when I was looking at the Palmetto Tigers and also the Bulls out there, very sharp. You know, back in the years when I was involved with baseball, you know, it's amazing to me that these teams, you know, we used to get a lot of players at Palmetto High School from Parrish. And now north of the river, we were the only high school. Now Parrish Community High School being here north of the river, some of the names that we see on this roster here are some old Palmetto names. And I think the DH that's going to lead off tonight for Parrish Community is one of those names.
That's it. Will Rawls, his father Jimbo Rawls, who is going to be on this tribute team.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you this evening to Mike Van Zerk Field, where we are going to start the evening by honoring the 1994 3A State Championship Palmetto Tigers.
So now we're honoring those 1993 Palmetto Tigers. Don't know if you can pick that up on the field. Mike, Public Address here is doing a great job tonight. We're going to honor some of those 93 Tigers. You can see them coming in now. Mike Van Zerk out there.
Please wave your hand as I call your name.
So we're going to announce the
Number 12, pitcher, outfielder,
number 12.
Brian Ramsden.
Pitcher, outfielder, Brian
In
Ramsden.
1994, he was a first-team All-State pitcher and winning pitcher of 5 of 7 playoff games. An 11-3 record with a 1.24 ERA and a .326 batting average. Brian continued his career playing at MCC and the University of West Florida. Brian Ramsden.
Brian Ramsden, the first inductee here.
Number 4, pitcher and outfielder, Sean Johnston.
Pitcher and outfielder, number 4 on those Tigers, Sean Johnston. He had a 5-2 record with a 2.37 ERA.
Sean Johnston. Next up, number 20, the backstop, Jimbo Rawls.
Then we have Jimbo Rawls, number 20, catcher
In
for those
1994,
Tigers.
he was a third-team All-State and had a team-high 7 home runs.
7 home runs. Third team All-State.
Next up, number 8, playing first base, Bradley Hume.
Bradley Hume, first base.
Bradley carried a .313 batting average with 2 home runs. Bradley
313
Hume.
batting average. That I did not know about Bradley Hume.
Next up, number 7, playing second base, Ryan Willis.
And Palmetto legend Ryan Willis, the second baseman.
Ryan was Palmetto's leadoff hitter and carried a .300 batting average.
Lead off that carried 8.
Next we have number 9, shortstop and pitcher, Tony Pooh Millage.
Tony Pooh Millage. That's a name that Scott Shopmark is going to be very familiar.
1994, he was the second-team All-State and also the offensive MVP, hitting .384 with 31 RBIs. Next we have number 14, outfielder and pitcher, Chad McElwain. Chad anchored the outfield, playing right field.
Right field, I remember a cannon of an arm right field.
Next up, not sure if he was able to make it yet, number 18, pitcher and outfielder, Scott Murphy.
They're honoring Scott Murphy. I don't think he's
Scott carried a 62 record with a .328 ERA. We have some notables that were not able to make it tonight, such as coaches Steve Floyd and Tom Hugh.
Steve Floyd and Tom Hugh, and of course the great assistant coach the late Ken Teeterman, who we remember.
Todd Schultz, Chris Henson, Jamie Neslin, Jerome Gordon, Chris Sutton, and Trent Dean.
So that's a look at the 1994 Palmetto Tigers.
The man whose name is on the field, whose resume includes this state championship, multiple district championships, coaching this group of players that will be the second class of Palmetto High School Hall of Fame inductees, and throwing out the first pitch, number 5, head coach, Mike Van Zerk.
Mike Van Zerk is going to throw the ball out here, the first pitch of the game. Throws it out there, and everybody out there is releasing them. All but one were completed there. And Mike Van Zerk, for all you fans here, I remember we had the field here voted the #1 field in Florida. And Coach Van Zerk, you could see him out there cutting the grass with scissors out in the outfield over a weekend. And I remember he loved him. One thing, a lot of people talk about doing things, and we ought to do this. We ought to do this with the field. We ought to do that. But he was one of those that just did and took care of it. You know, he didn't think about it and what we should do or what we could do or what we ought to do. He was the kind of guy that had the do. And it's the kind of, and it translated to his baseball players. It doesn't matter what you can do, it's what you do that matters.
That's it. And it showed, it instilled the commitment to the players. Not taking anything away from him, but he made sure the players were accountable too, and helped them take care of it. And that goes a long way. These young kids, they have to stay accountable.
Number 7, center field.
And you know, and we're announcing the starting lineup for the Tigers, which we will get into here, and talk about the starting lineup for the Tigers. Leading things off, they're going to come up in the bottom of the first inning, and we'll make the introductions of the players there.
And pitching tonight for Parrish, number 22, Keegan Duquette.
You know, one thing, you know a little bit about this young man. Keegan Duquette will be pitching for Parrish tonight.
Very effective pitcher. Haven't seen a whole lot of stats on him, but as far as the team is concerned, I'm sorry.
And now, your Palmetto Tigers. Leading off, number 2, and DHing Jaden Peters.
Tonight the Tigers will lead off
Batting
with
second, playing left field,
Jaden
number 1,
Peters.
Jackson Mose.
Batting second, Jackson Mose
Batting third, number 3, and playing shortstop.
playing shortstop. A Missouri commit, Trey Lawrence. Number 14, Andrew Spahn in the 4th spot. He will be pitching tonight's contest. Collins playing second base, will be in the number 5 batting position. Hunter Sisk, number 27, playing first base. That's 6th. Palmetto Tigers at backstop to round things out. Well, we're looking for an exciting game here, Scott. You know, I know you've been looking at some statistics here with some of the play. We'll take that. I think we're going to pause and have the national anthem. Rich Robick out there running the camera, getting some great shots here. You can see the beautiful sunset on the horizon here looking west in Palmetto, Florida. Now the Palmetto Tigers will take the infield. So when Florida play starts, let's remove our hats and put our hands on our hearts, and let's have the national anthem. Scott, now that the best part of the program has just been completed, we're going to have a fantastic baseball game, but great to see the patriotism here in the stands here at Mike Van Zerk Field. What a beautiful night. So coming out to pitch for the Tigers, you'll see, and we're looking around at the infield now, shortstop making some good throws over there to first base. So starting out tonight will be Andrew Spahn. He's a senior, and he's not tall, but man, he's put together very well. 5'9" and about 190 pounds, so he's probably got a lot of power behind his pitches. And you can take a look at that, Scott, and then tell me what you see out of the pitcher here.
Well, he's got a plus fastball. He's probably number two-ish on the roster. Only seen him once this season, being so early, but can be very, very effective. So I'm anticipating a bunch of balls hit to the right side with a good fastball.
So he'll start off tonight with the opening batter here, a very familiar last name. Leading off things will be number 3, Will Rawls, here, the DH for the Bulls.
So Will, it could be working into his strength, because Will, along with his dad, Jimbo, very good opposite field hitters. So we'll have to see how this situation pans out.
And one of the reasons I've got you here tonight, Scott, you've seen Will. Now, he's going to be a right-handed batter. Is he a switch hitter at all, or is he strictly right?
I think he's just strictly right.
Okay.
But very effective hitter. He's been a great hitter since I can remember watching him. Will, I mean, he's posting a 357 average. So, I mean, it's
that'll work.
So far, yeah. That'll keep you in the lineup, that's for sure. But very, very effective hitter. Good pitch selection hitter. Handles the bat very well.
Looks like I'm looking at the flag out there on the right field line, and you will be able to see that. And you can see it looks like the flag is blowing dead out into left field at this point.
Yeah, got a little bit of a south wind tonight. Same way, humidity's down. Ball should be flying pretty good tonight.
And so Will Rawls will step into the right side of the batter's box.
We got him shaded to the right side as well, so I think the scouting report's right on cue.
So you're right on top of that one, Scott. First baseman over there, and it's a base hit. So kind of a really miscommunication over there between the first baseman and second baseman, but the ball hit about a foot inside the right field line.
Yeah, it's a little confusing there. That's where second baseman's really got to take control of that. First baseman's backing up. Second baseman has got the better angle on that ball. He just a little miscommunication. Hopefully we don't carry this over.
So now Jackson Motes comes to the plate. Missed with the fourth, and he did get there, kept the foot on the bag. Great play, second baseman. And
that was Serrata.
Serrata with a fantastic job of keeping that foot on for the force at second base. Now this is a dribbler. It's going to be to there. It's going to over for that and the double play, and he is to call over at first.
Not in time.
Not in time. So now 2 outs on the board, runner on first. Ray Thompson comes in with a batting average of 188. Spawn, that one's up high for a ball. You know, one thing that Spawn's doing here early on, he's been throwing strikes. You know, they're getting the bat on the ball, but, you know, that's the pitch count is going to stay low at this point. He wants to stay ahead of these batters.
Yeah, and that's been kind of the issue with the Tigers this year, picking a little too much. Go get them and let defense work. And he's doing his job. Couple miscues in the field. You can't let that bother you. Trust your defense. Trust your stuff. Got 2 down. Get your ground ball. Let's get out of it.
Pretty good lead over there. That's a foul ball down the third baseline. That'll take the count. One, 2.
2-1. Got him out ahead of it. Let's see. We still pounding him in.
Just throw over to first. Keeping him safe, keeping him holding him there at first base. Nice safe throw over there. Didn't put that one in the dirt. Spawn looking pretty comfortable out there tonight, Scott. Throws back over to first again. Hold the runner.
We've got Thompson out front. He's a pretty good power hitter. Take a little something off, keep it inside. Might get your swing and miss right here.
Now, have you seen, you know, for the pitching, you know, as we watch the bigs, the circle change, those kind of things, is that a pitch that's thrown very much here in high school?
It's varied so much anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's still circle change.
Runner goes, throw down, and he's going to be safe at second base.
Good pitch to run on. Up and in. Tough chance for.
Hey. Okay. Okay, you got it. Okay, got it. Keith Rawls comes up to the plate. Spawn with a pitch, and he got him on that one, so that's a strike. And he fouls that one off, so ahead on the count is Spawn. Count now 0-2. Top of the second inning, score tied 0-0 here. Spawn rocks, fires, and that one's high. Now 1-2 count. A little bit of shift there for the shortstop. Toward the middle. This ball is popped up very high and out into the parking lot. Spawn waits. Rocks, throws. Just took a little off of that, came in with a little bit of a curveball there, a little high. 1-2 count. Quiet here. The crowd is quieted here. Now the count goes full. So here we are with a full count. Turns. Throws. Ball's high, walks the batter. So now number 11, that's Kalen Heat, is there on first base. No outs here. Got ahead, 2 strikes there, and didn't let him off the hook. Now we have number 7, Logan McGuire, coming to the plate.
Just keep trusting your stuff. Go get them.
Tried to get a bunt over there, and pitch was wide.
Looks like we're trying to play a little bit of small ball early in the game. Trying to sacrifice him over.
He's got that hand mitten on there, and he is ready to take off towards second here. There's a bunt again, squares around. This time he throws a curveball. Didn't get the call on that. I believe it was just outside. Now the count is 0-2, or 2-0.
Good hitter's count right here. I don't think he'll be bunting. Looking to swing away.
He does. Nice play by the third baseman over the shortstop. Makes the force there at second. So really good play on a high ball. Showed a lot of composure there. A lot of times you rush that throw and you miss, you're thinking about a double play and you end up with no force at second.
Throwing it in the right field.
Yep.
Yeah, tough play.
Jabron Quiles is up there. Now the throw over to first. It's away from the first baseman, but no advancement there. Good job of getting in a piece of that one and slowing things down. He did what you're supposed to do there, Scott. He put his body in front of that one and protect that, or that would have been easily advanced to second.
Yep, that was Sisk over at first base. Did everything he could to keep it in front.
There's a strike on the inside corner. Nice pitch.
Seems like the theme of the game right now is fastballs. Here it is. See what you can do with it.
Oh, he threw that one down a little low. Settling in here.
Yeah, it seems like you might be rushing it just a little bit. Gets a little bit more set out there on his delivery. A little bit more intentional with his not throwing to a spot, but through a spot.
Runner at first looks very speedy over there. Looking at him, he looks like he's got some fast twitch muscles in him. He's ready to go.
I'm pretty sure that's a 10th runner that came in.
Yeah, and they're holding him on. Doing a good job of that. Okay, so I believe it's a 3-1 count here, Scott. What do you do? Swing away here?
I don't know. I have a little trouble with the scoreboard. I think it's 2-1.
Yeah, the scoreboard, we're having a little issues here tonight. That ball is outside. So now it's a 2-1 count. We're able to see the umpire there, so we got that.
Trying to get used to this brand new facility that was just built this season.
Oh, there's a drive out there. It's
Oppo.
well hit out to left field. on the chase, and it looks like it's dropped in, rounding third base, and he's going to hold. It's over the fence, so that ball carried. There was the look at that wind that we saw earlier. It looked like it was going to tail in for a triple or a double, but carried over that left field fence. I'm looking at the flag, and it's blowing right out that way. So great piece of hitting there by Quills. A drive.
Yeah, got it up in that wind. Wind's blowing out the left field, left-handed hitter. That's a really good piece of hitting.
Oh, nice.
Stayed inside that ball beautifully. And he did not miss.
So Nathan Whitehead will come up. He's the 8th batter in the rotation here for the Bulls. Bulls now with a 2-0 lead. See how Spawn keeps his composure. Throws that one just a bit high. So that's going to be ball one. That one's a nice strike right at the belt line.
Yep, good placement there.
1-1.
Painted black on the outside corner. Keep it away from the barrel.
That one's in the dirt. So.
Yep, looked like a hard slider. Good pitch, just stayed down.
Whitehead digs in. Oh, nice drive. It's foul ball. Tried to really go inside out swing on that and punch it out there into right field. Just missed it.
Yeah, just a little behind on that. Spawn got it in there pretty good on his hands. Let's go down on the way right here.
Looks like that's where the catcher sets up. There is a great play going out there, extending the first baseman. What a snag by Sisk. Wow.
So good job of limiting the damage here. Got 2 outs. Let's go ahead and get this guy and let our bats get going.
Tallow, Alex Tallow now, the number 9 hitter in the lineup.
Looks like we got him played pretty straight up in the outfield, infield.
Oh, good contact on that one. It's a drive.
He got a hold of that one.
And it is
out of here.
Out of here. So really big punch on that one. And you'll hear the car alarms out there down that right field line.
Yeah, had a bad feeling about tonight as far as the ball flying.
Ooh, it is
scary. It looks like it. It's going.
You know, Scott Schoppucker here before the game told me I think the ball is going to be carrying out here tonight, and it certainly is.
So down by 3. Same way, we got to keep our composure.
You know, the game that we had before this, the JV game, it was like a very close 1-1 game, and then there was 8 runs and then 7 runs scored in one inning. It held at 8-8 for quite a long time. So, you know, baseball is a funny game, and sometimes those hits can come in bunches, but hitting the ball, the long ball tonight are the Bulls. This one's on the outside corner. Very nice location on the pitch, strike one.
Yeah, and the long ball's very uncharacteristic this year. Around the county, this county, Sarasota County, I think what I've been seeing is I think there's only a half a dozen home runs that I've seen between the two counties. hitters have really been struggling.
So checking his swing there, and they made a appeal over the first base umpire. He's safe over there on his swing. Didn't swing through.
Will
Counts
Rawls
2-0.
back up to the top of the lineup. It's Will Rawls, and we got him shaded to the right side again. So that's, I guess we've done some scouting.
Rawls looking very, very comfortable up there, right, Scott? The way he's
That's
up
it,
there,
yeah.
you don't see any very steady approach to his swing. Got out in front of that one just a little bit. Ball was thrown on the outside corner. Looked like he tried to pull that one down the left field line.
Yeah,
Saw all the coverage out there to the right.
Yeah, well, you got to stay with your strengths.
Yep.
Hitting's contagious. You get a couple balls popped over the fence, you want to try to jump on board. Just got to stay with what you know.
So Rawls looking at a 3-1 count. He looks to be a very comfortable hitter. Probably got the green light on this. Expect him to come out swinging here. And he does, and he fouls that one off. So loading that count up to 3-2. So pretty good at-bat and effective job here by Spahn. Count is 2-2.
Yeah, he's been all over this fastball. Just missed that one.
That one's in the dirt.
Came with a breaking ball, and Will didn't bite on it. So now it's bringing us to 3-2. Well,
Good discipline. Good discipline. As you can see that Rawls is a hitter. He's taking a hitter's mentality.
he's looking middle the other way.
That ball's going to be foul ball down the right.
Sounded like a car.
That one hit a car.
I seen Eric Keith stand up, and he's looking at it. I think it might have been his car.
It's not mine.
Okay. Go get him.
Oh, he did go around. There's going to be a throw down to first base, and he's got him. So retiring the side. Pugh hung in there, hung tough. Parrish with a 3-0 lead here. You know, looking at that, Scott, you know, could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse.
Could have been. That's what.
But let's see. You know, that ball is flying out of the park tonight. It is a fun night to be watching some baby. If you're offensive minded, you know, if you don't like to watch the 100-mile-an-hour pitcher, you know, in the 0-0 of the game going in the bottom of the ninth, well, you may have one here tonight at Palmetto High School because that ball is carrying it.
Yeah, we just the Tigers just need to get their bats going. Stay disciplined, stick to what they know. Start putting something together here.
Keegan Duquette on the mound. I've got him listed as a senior. I would say if you're looking at 6'4", 190 or 6'5", 195-ish. What do you think, Scott?
Yeah, oh yeah, every bit of it.
Yep.
A lot of arm, but same way in this in between innings here, he has not shown an off-speed pitch. That he's basically just challenging our hitters and saying, "Here it is, see what you got."
So, you know, we don't have the camera here for the velo, but with the velo, I would say it's probably mid-80s.
Right around mid. Yeah,
Mid-
that's what I would say. Right around mid-80s. Definitely not unhittable.
Nope.
Straight over the top. Just
Now coming up for the Tigers, pitcher Andrew Spahn. You know, and Andrew, as a pitcher in high school sports, you know, pitchers, as you advance, don't get enough credit for being athletes. But here Andrew is batting out of the 4 spot tonight. So obviously, you know, in high school, a lot of times your shortstop and your pitchers are, you know, it's a couple of your best athletes.
that's usually how it works. Is your shortstop's pitcher, shortstop.
Center fielder,
Yes.
you got to toss him in there, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Center fielder. So when Andrew is not pitching, he's the catcher. Being a senior, a leader, giving him more at bats, a little bit more experience.
Way in the back of the box. That ball is just outside. So Spawn being patient. He's waiting a strike. I think he'd probably be taken on this one. What do you think, Scott?
Yeah, if it's 3-0, we're down by 3. You definitely don't want to swing here.
Outside corner, strike one. So now 3-1 count.
Now you're back to your hitter's count here. We'll just need a hit, not a hero. Shoot it back up the middle.
And that ball is low and outside. So Spawn advances, gonna be on first base here, no outs. And now number 5 for the Tigers is Aiden Collins.
We'll get a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Now, Scott, when did the courtesy runner rule go into play?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we had it when I was playing as well. Just help speed the game up, and that's been the whole mindset of even Major League Baseball. We're trying to speed a game up that seems to have fall to the wayside compared to the other sports, like with the pitch clock rule in Major League. Just helps everything go. Pitcher, catcher, speed up rule.
It's a really nice last pitch. This one, very nice play by the catcher back there to pull that one out of the dirt. That's kind of important that, 1 and 2 are pretty good. You know that?
Right.
Kind of important in this game, right? Pitcher, catcher.
That's it.
And you could see that on that play. And this time, taking a long, big swing at that one, swing and a miss. Kind of swung out of his shoes on that one.
This is Collins. He's been one of our more consistent hitters.
There's that outside pitch again, this time just off the edge. Really, the umpire has been very consistent on the calls. One thing you like to see is consistency, and you have to say that he's been very consistent with his strike zone tonight.
Absolutely, both ways, and that's all you can ask for. But as a hitter, you got to adjust to it.
Collins, very patient. And that's a pitch with a runner on first, an outside pitch, and it's thrown off the plate that you want to drive that ball and maybe advance that runner, but very patient job there by Collins.
Should have full count here.
That one's low,
Yeah.
and that'll take your base. So now 2 runners on for the Tigers. Now, Mr. Baseball, Scott, you got a little bit of the sand streak here. We had some renovation done to the field. Might look like a good place to bunt. This comes up. What do you think?
It could be early in the game. We'll see what Coach Corey, what he has in store here. Good time to move him over.
Hunter Sisk, if you remember, he made a great snag over there at first base earlier in the game. Standing way back way inside and back in the box, left-handed. Looking very
Not
comfortable
not an ideal place to bunt if you're back in the box. So it looks like he's swinging away.
there. Coming out swinging. Very nice key to the game, able to spot those things. It's good to have experience, 30-year of baseball eyes on that one. Great call, Scott.
He scooted up a little bit.
It's a drive, right the middle. And he bobbles out. He's going to get the force at second. Runners will be on first and third. You know, had an opportunity for the 6-4-3 double play there. And you might catch that on the replay. Good job of base running.
Yeah, that's a problem we've had when I was coaching high school. Also, is these young fielders, they see everything happen so fast in major leagues, and they looks like Heath there. He just tried to speed everything up. When the ball was hit hard, it was a tailor-made double play. I think he just got a little ahead of himself instead of just focusing on the ball, trusting the process. Get your
which is low. He takes that one. This is Willis, you know, the right fielder. You know he can fly. He's part of those Willis genes that we all know from around Palmetto.
Yeah, Willis is a sophomore. Compact, but explosive hitter. And it's really funny to watch these outfielders playing him so shallow because he can make them look foolish here in a minute.
And I only know 30 or 40-year-old Willises, but they all could run. That very good job by the catcher there, keeping that ball in front of him. It's kind of important to have a two back there, Scott.
That's it.
You can see, you know, he's made some really good plays on balls in the dirt, and he's got the body in front of that and blocked the play. One of my favorite was Colton Vincent that played here, Florida State guy, so I know you know Colton.
Yes, sir.
I watched him play in some ACC baseball games. Man, he was terrific defensively, and tonight you've seen a really great defensive game. Willis looks at that one. It's low. Now the bases are loaded. So number 11, Matthew Navarro, into the game. Bases loaded. One out. Ball carrying well tonight. Pitcher throwing heat. Have you seen one off-speed pitch yet?
Yes, he's went to it a couple times in this inning.
And he
this
went,
inning, that we were talking about defensive expertise of the catcher.
Yep.
He got away with one on an off-speed pitch that he should have went down to his knees to block, and he got away with one because early on this inning we could have had a runner on second very easily. Unfortunate for us, but.
And then I think the second one, the one prior that he threw for a strike on the outside corner, kind of at belt level, looked a little bit different from his other things, but
yeah,
now you can't afford, you know, if you're going to throw that hard breaking curveball or your slider low, you know, pass ball, you've got runners advancing, so you probably just go back to old number one.
That's it. That's what the coaches came out for a visit, and he's saying trust your stuff right here.
Navarro takes the strike.
Old number one.
Contact, the ball's flared out to right field. It's going to be a foul ball. This time did not reach the cars out there. Didn't hear any broken glass.
That's two fastballs in a row. 0-2 can afford to throw that little wrinkle right there.
Yeah, and that looked like a little bit of a change. Just didn't get it down in the zone. You know, the more I look at this pitcher, the taller he gets. You know, I was thinking 6'4", 6'5". I think he's looking 6'7" right now. He continues. He's just a big pitcher. Oh, really good contact there, and that's going to be a double play ball. And there you have it with a 6-4-3 double play out of the inning, bases loaded. So, you know, early on, shortstop got a little ahead of himself. Didn't convert on make the double play, but you saw there, kept his composure, really solid infielding there.
Yep, Heath right there, he gathered himself perfectly and no pressure. Once again, tailor-made double play. really a hard thing to do with these kids, the age they are. Testosterone's through the roof. Once again, watching the major league players, and they're just seeing it happen so fast. But if that game's a lot faster up there.
And it's the repetition, the reps is what it is in the ball. You know, that hand, if you look at a major league infielder, middle infielder, his right hand, you know, as a shortstop is usually pretty gnarled up because that hand is in there, in the glove. You know, it's almost in the glove as he makes the play. You know, the second baseman especially. If you look at that right hand on the second baseman, it's pretty gnarled up because that hand is right in there.
It is, you know? And it's actually your left hand that you, as middle infielders, the glove is just a continuation of your hand as middle infielder. You're basically catching that ball. You're not catching that ball, you're stopping that ball. The only reason why we use the extra part of the glove is on a diving play that you have to use the extra part of the glove. That more times than not, you're fielding that ball right on the bottom of your fingers, and it's just stopping. As we teach the young kids, it's stop ball instead of catching the ball.
This is a little bit of a different science, you know.
Yeah,
and it's
trusting yourself is big. It's trusting how good your hands are, and it goes both ways, fielding and hitting. Trust how good your hands are. Everything else will take care of itself.
I remember Willis here at Palmetto High School coaching freshman baseball once said, practice does not make perfect. You know, and that goes for all sports, shooting basketballs and everything, but practice never makes perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. You know, and you can luck up if you do something wrong for your whole life and come up with a particular skill set. But if you want to have that, you know, perfect skill set, it's perfect practice. And so you can take that one the next time someone tells you. Now, Willis once told me here in Palmetto, and it's something that I learned as a freshman, you know.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's reps. That's the biggest thing. And like I said, it all goes back to trusting yourself, blocking away all the outside noise. Go do your job. Got a pitching change here. We got Collins in now, and then
Elroy Soretta will come in, and he's the second hitter in the lineup, so batting around things here. So he's coming in, and it's E-L-O-Y, Eloy.
So we got Blake Willis come in to second base. Don't have a number out in right field yet.
And that ball is
so Andrew Spahn.
His foot.
Andrew Spahn moves out to right field from pitching.
Thank you very much.
So Collins comes in. One of the early games in the season, he held this Parrish team 6 innings scoreless. So,
ooh, there's a nice curveball right there. So Aiden Collins comes in and really took a little bit off of that one. I'd say what do you think? Very low 70s, high 60s on that one. I mean, that was very. Oh, yeah, he really pulled the string on that one.
Yeah, mixed it up perfect. And that's a very effective pitcher. Nibbles at the zone, but he's got really good stuff. Missing a lot of barrels this year. Had some.
There's another curveball in there for a strike.
Yep. He's had some unfortunate outings.
Really, from the press box, you can't see the action on that, but from the center field camera that we're getting on TigerVision, probably a good look to see some of the action on this pitch. Might throw one down a little low and see if he fishes for this one. see. Ooh, very close.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that was a tough one.
that was a really sweet-looking pitch there. So Tyler Kripe there, the third baseman,
Really,
big sigh of relief on that one.
this is a really, really good hitter. Switch hitter. Put together very well.
I didn't see what happened there, if there was maybe a change in the call on the sign as he was in his windup there.
Looks like he might have went to his mouth. It's hard to tell. He's talking to Coach Corey right now. Yeah, it's really hard to tell what he's
Yeah, I don't think
complaining about right now.
I don't think we've got a replay on that, but that was very unusual looking. Usually you have something like that with a runner on first, with a balk, questionable, but that was different. So you think it might be his hands were too close to the mouth?
Well, yeah, you can't be on the rubber and lick your fingers
Okay.
in case you got Vaseline on your fingers or something.
Yep.
Two and one.
Okay. Thank you.
That's what it seems. That's what it seems like. As he went to his mouth, maybe not 100%, but you can't be on the rubber. You have to go to your mouth, wipe it off before you get back on the rubber. But now he's saying something about his footwork.
Now that will be very difficult to adjust if you.
Yeah, well, I mean, little ticky tacky there. I don't know. You got nobody on. And I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary from Collins that would suggest that.
Kripe with a drive. It's a base hit right to the middle of the field. Rounds first base, going to be held there. Just a clean hit. Long delay in the process. Fell behind. 0-2 on the count. Hung in there.
Yep, hitters count. I mean,
A pitch.
Tyler does what he does. He drives the ball at the middle better than most of the high school kids around here I've seen.
Collins not very concerned with the runner on first. Throws a strike in there, belt high. Nice pitch. Looks like they're giving him the outside edge on that plate there, Scott.
Yeah.
And it's very, very consistent.
Yeah. We're good with that.
He's going really out there. And he fouls it off the end of his bat. And look at that die in the sand. Okay, there's some sand out. I'd find one of those tracks for a bunt later on. That thing just died in the sand. Home field advantage.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so.
Or Collins not too concerned with the runner at first. Throws it in there, low.
Breaking ball. Trying to get him chased.
Yeah.
Good spot. Good spot for it.
Good spot. Very confident that his catcher is going to make the play, as they've shown very solid back there tonight. Good pitch. There's a breaking ball again, and this one is hit very, very, very high. And he's got it out there, so really good job coming over. Center fielder. Is that a guy you should be familiar with?
I might know him a little bit.
Who is that guy?
That's Little Chansey.
Chansey Schotbacher. He looked good.
He's got pretty good range out there.
Yeah.
If we can get the bat to turn on, could have some big things coming from him as a junior.
Tracked that one very well. It was very high up in the lights. Sometimes that can be a very challenging thing. I promise you, as you get older and you're out there playing and the ball gets above the lights, it is tough. But Schotbacher was a very nice play. Ball's popped up.
This is Callan Heath. He'll be going to SCF, I'm sorry. It's called SCF now.
Thanks very much for that. I've got... Is he wearing the number 1 tonight?
No, Callan's wearing number 11. That's
11.
That's what his daddy wore.
Okay, number 11.
And Eric actually played with me at MCC, well, it was MCC back then. Went to Florida State and then transferred up with me at Georgia Southwestern. So pretty familiar with Eric, the Heaths.
We had Frank and Ralph Heath over here at Palmetto High School.
That's it.
Is that right?
Yep. And Ralph Heath was my principal at Southeast.
Okay.
So I was just talking with him a little bit earlier. He's standing right down there by the first base dugout.
I did not see him. I'm going to go say hey to him after the game.
And he's got an ugly Florida Gator shirt on.
Oh, it's beautiful. Pretty good job against the Canes the other night. Woo! Runner goes. Throw is high. And whoa, he got him. So great play. Kretzer, and you know the throw was high, but it was really came out of there with a lot of velocity on it. So
yeah, the pitch was high. That's a tough pitch for the catcher to handle. And
yeah. So he came right over the top. You know, he didn't clutch and didn't right over the top. Looked like a big, strong pitcher the way he released that ball at the top of the release. So big play there for the Tigers. So, you know, here Parrish with a 3-0 lead. Bottom of the third.
We got a pitching change. We got number 26 in. Number 26 is Jacob Traeger.
So Traeger.
It's like a senior.
He's a senior.
He's a big old boy.
Traeger. So we're thinking the pronunciation is Jacob Traeger. Man, he's a big kid. Now there's he looks like a power pitcher, right? You see, like those pitchers I've watched pitch for LSU, the guys that come in there with the mass and the size. Reminds me of old Phil Olson, left hand. Remember, played for Florida State, left-handed.
Righty, he's a righty.
Yeah, he's a righty, but a big mass. And
Phil Olson actually used to coach here at Palmetto High School.
And you know what? Surprisingly, you know, Phil, a pitcher, a friend of mine, Mike Mullen, over there, a good friend of mine, said that Phil could absolutely crush the baseball.
Oh yeah. You know, he was a senior when I was a freshman.
Yeah.
Phil went to Riverview High School. I went to Southeast. So I remember facing him. It was tough.
So Traeger, he reminds me a little of now Phil had some massive velocity. Anytime that you play up at Florida State, he had velocity on his pitches, but Traeger's got that look of a power pitcher for sure. That ball is driven up in the air. Looks like it'll be an easy play for the right fielder out there. Can of corn, 1 out.
Back up to the top of the lineup here.
So Jaden Peters will approach the plate here. Jaden is a junior, put together pretty well, 175 pounds. He's looked pretty comfortable out at the plate tonight. And he grounds this one on the ground. It's going to be a tough play for the third base. Makes a hard throw and is safe at first. So really good job. Really the only play, Jaden, you can see the speed of the young man, but the only play that the third baseman has the bare hand play. That's all you got on that. You have no chance to get that with your glove.
Took the words out of my mouth. That's it. That ball stays on the ground that long. That's the only shot you got.
Yep.
Still made a heck of a play, heck of a throw. A little high, but
oh, that's a great throw.
That's where the mental clock comes into play. That you just got to know. You got less than 4 seconds by the time it leaves the bat to make a throw to first base.
And for those of you that are watching from out there, that speed down the first base line, that's something they time electronically. Anytime that you're sub 4 on that, makes you a good bet. Like, you know, I'm sure your son is sub 4 down the first base line. So yeah, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that sub 4 second, 90 feet there. That's it. And you have a leadoff hitter with Peters that typically your leadoff hitter is going to be a little faster. So, which is, I mean, that's why it puts pressure on the defense. So I just think Cripe wasn't. I don't think that really went through his head on that situation. That he's a good enough athlete that he could bare hand that, make that play. Another great play by the catcher there. You know, you got a really speedy runner on first base, and you're able to keep that ball down into third. Just an amazing stop back there. Moats looks to that one, takes his base. So now the Tigers here with runners on first and second here. Bottom of the third, no outs. One down.
Trey Lawrence.
So Trey Lawrence comes into the game to hit here. You know, Trey Lawrence, he's a commit to Missouri, I believe, right? That's it. He's a tremendous player. You know, my daughter-in-law, a Missouri grad, is going to be very happy to see Trey in the program up there. Loves baseball, follows it. This time he fouls that one back. Good cut. And he's at his average, according to Shopwalker statistics here, is 250. But you can see that he doesn't get cheated. He takes some big swings. Another big swing at that one. Strike two. Well, everybody knows who Trey Lawrence is, so he's getting the pitcher's best every single time he comes up to the plate. So tribute to him to bear with that. Really good runner speed. Looks like he spread out a little bit for contact. Ooh, boy. Pulled the string on that one. Nearly caught the outside corner, but that's a ball. Oh, gets out in front of that one. That's going to be trouble. That's a safe hit. At third. Base hit. All the way around. Now, Scott, we've seen some bombs tonight, right? That's it. But think about the hits. We had the flare for the Bulls over in the first inning, right? Yeah. We've had 2 rollers down the third baseline. That's it. So this is a crazy game. That's it. It's just Manatee County. It's a crazy game. So now the bases are juiced. Now we have Spawn coming up. Spawn coming up. So Spawn, big opportunity here. Falling behind as a pitcher. You know, the score here, Palmetto trails 3-0. Bases are loaded. Spawn at the plate, no outs. This is where you can't get too big. Just do a job. That's all we want. That's you see the numbers. You're down by 3. You know, if you pop one over the fence, we're up by 4. But let's just start chipping away here. Just need to base it up the middle. Really good first pitch by Traeger there. Ball is hit up high. Foul ball. Could have caught that one in your hoodie there, Scott. You know, that sounded like it was right on top of us. Felt like it was right on top of my head. Maybe that'll help us.
Same way. We can't get too big here. 0-2. Shorten your swing, put the ball in play.
There it is. And a base hit out there to right field.
That should score too. Good throw.
Good throw there, but he's safe, so great job, advances two. So
Collins got a really good secondary on that base hit. That's,
how about that? How about you're down? I know when you played, you like the 0-2 thing. You love that, right?
right.
Because you're hitter aggressive and all that stuff. You love the 0-2 pitch.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, love it. It really takes a lot of pressure off. Well, it took a lot of pressure off me.
Yeah.
I can shorten up and took away the big swing.
Number 5, Aiden Collins.
Yeah, we're in a pretty good position here. Same way, we got runner at third. Don't try to do too much, just score.
Learned a little something about the strength of the throwing arm of the outfielder out there. Good gracious, that was a big-time throw.
Yes, it was.
Big-time throw from the outfield.
Didn't get a good view up here in the press box of how he attacked it, but arm strength is definitely there. We got a 2-0 count right now, hitters count.
A little difficult to see down the right field line out there,
It is.
From our vantage point here.
It is. Have to rely on our camera guys.
Strike.
Good take though. We moved the runner up to second base. That wasn't the pitch you're looking for anyways. 2-0. Pitch on the outer half. 2-0. We're looking for something middle in that we can drive. Really good take by Collins right there.
Tigers with runners on second, third now.
Yeah, now we're back into another hitter's count, 3-1. Same way, don't try to get too big, just do a job right here. A simple ground ball to right side. Infield's back, they're conceding the run.
Good swing,
And there's
through the gap. And he's going to score one. And there's an error out there in the outfield. Ball gets past, they're going to score two. So we're going to give him a single with that. Got an error out there in the outfield, but really closing the gap here. The Tigers, look at that scoreboard now. You're looking at
flip the
not
script.
up.
We should be up one now.
There it is.
Number 27, Hunter Sisk.
So here's Hunter Sisk.
Really proud of the guys tonight that they're not trying to do too much at the plate. That was just a simple put the bat on the ball, find the barrel, and finds a hole. Even if it's hit to the shortstop, we still score a run. We didn't get early on in the season, it was usually a big strikeout or a pop-up to the infield. So that's a really good sign for the season. If we can keep this up, got a very talented program. It's just putting all those pieces together.
One thing that you've seen here at Palmetto High School too, the coaching staffs. Corey DeHaan is a great coach. Of course, Willis.
Yep.
Now, you being a friend, you don't have only nice things to say about Orion Willis, right? But,
yeah.
Yeah, but really good Jimmy Little and Eric Sisk. You've got a good staff here.
Well, we got a bench coach over there, Coach Motes. He was also an ex-major league player, and he was my coach at MCC.
Fantastic. I wonder if he was my brother's coach at MCC. No, my brother had Hill over there.
Yep.
But I'm not sure.
And I see Timmy Hill. He's down here by the concession stand. He's the head coach at SCF right now, and he was assistant at Southwestern when I went up there to play after MCC.
So Hunter fouls that one off, stays alive. And I just heard Laughing Dolphin from SpongeBob. I don't know where that came from. So Sislick, that ball is high. Would someone here in the press box please verify that I just heard the Laughing Dolphin? Okay, thank you. Okay. It was beautiful. Now Sisk waits. Runner on second. Just gets a piece of that
There it
one,
is.
and it's
Nope.
through.
Oh, this is going to be close.
It's going to be a play at the
close.
plate, and he's safe.
Simple.
Really great job there by Aiden Collins.
That's it. Simple.
Hustling around those bases. Great job by the third base coach over there. Had the old, what you like to see,
Send
which
'em.
is the windmill.
That's it. Send him. But another simple swing.
Yep.
Not trying to do too much. Find a hole.
Really, it's a learning for those watching this game tonight. It's a really, it's a learning. They're not trying to kill the ball and swing out of their shoes and be a hero. And what you're seeing is we talk X's and O's in football, but you're seeing the analytics behind the game. Keep the ball in play. And with the balls in play, things happen. There's an error out there in the outfield.
Yep.
Moves things along and keep the ball in play.
Yeah, it's a hard enough game. It's a hard enough game. You just keep it simple. Just overthinking.
I don't. There was some kind of issue over there as the player around at third base. I don't know if the coach was technically in the box where he needed to be, but he rounded it too wide. I don't know what to call. I don't know what to call.
That was probably more of a coaching thing. Maybe
Okay.
maybe we had players outside the dugout that he was complaining about.
Okay, let's play ball. Palmetto now with a 5-3 lead.
Blake's 1-0 here. 2-0.
Good job.
This is where Blake Willis can be dangerous. You got these outfielders playing very shallow. No.
He's safe. So he check swing,
Yeah,
looked down to first base. It looked like he was safe. You may get a look on the replay. Take a better look than that. But Willis now has that 3-0 count.
Yeah, I didn't see a swing there. No, he's back to his hitter's count. We'll see. Blake is definitely not shy of swinging at that.
That one was right at the waistline that time.
He's one of the most grittiest kids I've ever seen.
Ball's outside. So that'll be runners on first and second for the Tigers.
Still one down.
Now batting for Palmetto, number 11, Patty Navarro.
Navarro really got things going here earlier. Number 11, he comes into the game. He is a senior. 5'11", 160 pounds. Another one that can really run those bases. Timeout's called. Going to talk things over, pitcher and catcher. See if they might. You think you might see a shift here with the infield setup, Scott?
No, I mean middle guys should be playing double play depth. Not really in this situation. Everybody should be pretty straight up besides the middle guys coming in with their double play depth.
Talking things over here.
Yep.
Really exciting game. Early on in the game, looked like the Bulls were going to go out and hit the long ball. They're going to run away from this thing. Palmetto Tigers have clawed their way back into this one. So here at the bottom of the third, the Palmetto Tigers lead this one 5-3. So Jonathan Mason will now be the pitcher for Parrish, according to Max Krebs. The spelling on that is M-A-A-S-S-E-N. Maybe Mawson or Mason. And these guys all it's pronounced Mason, and it's another one that walks out there and just looks like a pitcher, long.
It's not showing him have an appearance this year on the varsity level anyways.
So with the pitching change, very nice sample of who can it be now by minute work. So as he takes the field, the great thing about it for Mason, though, he has no idea who Minute Work is or this song is, so he's not affected by it in any way, shape, or form.
Got a pretty good, pretty live arm. He's probably up there closer to the upper 80s, mid to upper. Little sweeping slider right there.
Yeah. I have to question, Scott, being here, you've probably been in the press box here before. The music, is this being controlled by the personnel up here in the press box? This is a glorious thing. So we had we had the dolphin from SpongeBob early, and now we have Minute Works, Who Can It Be Now, as the pitcher comes up there. That was a nice touch.
I love it.
One of the things about sports, and doing broadcasts, those kind of things, you got to keep it up and light, and it has to be entertaining. Entertaining. Now tonight, really, we've had an entertaining game.
Yes.
And I've had a plethora of information, and it's just that I'm so happy to be working with you tonight, Scott. Really,
it's been great. It's been great. I came in a little nervous, and I'm talking baseball. Probably one of the most things that I love besides my beautiful wife.
Yeah, you know what? You did good. You're a good baseball player, and you're over-married like the rest of us. Now back to the game here. 5-3, Tigers in the lead. Mason comes out throwing high heat. That one's high for a ball.
Got a really good fastball.
Probably comes in pretty excited. He's going to settle in and start drawing. That ball start to lower because he's throwing a little bit high.
Well, we talked about it earlier, testosterone in these young kids like that.
Now that was...
Looked like he slowed that one down a little bit.
He
got
did.
a little bit more composure.
They look, these pitchers tonight, they look great. Oh, good pitch there. Came off of that. Was that a little slider there? Or what?
Yeah, well, I noticed in his warm-ups he's got a slower slurve, what they call it, and then he's got a really hard slider, and that looked like it was one of the harder ones.
Whew, good pitch. And swinging late.
Slider again.
Slider, and then Matthew Navarro unable to catch up with that one. So, number 9 for the Tigers, Christian Kretzer comes up, and he is a junior. Watching Christian run a little early, another one that can really move around those bases. He's got some good speed, good wheels.
They got a little confusion on the mound.
Yeah,
trying to figure out how they want to pitch Kretz.
Mason rocks, fires. Boy, that's a good look there. You can see that slurve going across there from that angle point. He dropped his arm angle down. But that's going to tip for a hitter like you. You're going to see that arm angle down at a lower level there. And
that's it. It's man, it's one of the hardest things to do. It's trying to pick it up. See a lot of what we train for is you see a lot of ball. It's going to be a fastball or a changeup.
Just misses on the outside corner.
John.
This kid has good stuff.
Yeah,
he really does. Oh, very close on that outside edge. Ooh, you know.
Hey, he's picking at it.
Right across the letters there for strike two.
He kept picking at it. He finally got a call. It's been going against us this whole year.
On that outside corner one more time. So that would tires aside. Really good pitch and good relief there. Jonathan Mason. You know, speaking of relief, you know, we wanted tonight to talk maybe a little bit about Tom Hume. You know, we had Bradley Hume before, and Tom's kind of a legend around, you know, my church and around the area because I've seen him for years. He had those big, when he pitched for the Reds, the big red machine back there, he had those big glasses back there. And I can remember my brother DJ, his senior picture, suddenly big glasses became cool. And it was Tom Hume pitching up there in Cincinnati. It became like and now Tom, I believe, would make a fortune. But let me talk about Tom. He's really a part of the fabric. I saw a video with Sean Casey. He said he's a part of the fabric in baseball in Cincinnati, both as a player and a coach. Tom has been as much part of the culture of the Reds as Johnny Bench and Tom Seaver. Tom played 11 years in the show, first-round pick of the Reds in 1972, 92 saves, was a starter and closer and a setup man, Fireman of the Year in 1980 and a 1982 All-Star. Now, according to Sean Casey, Tom would throw BP to the active players after he had, you know, retired, and he said he had one of the nastiest cutters or two-seamers, and he said it was harder to hit Tom pre-game than to go out and hit some of the major league pitchers. So, you know, Tom was a teammate of guys like Johnny Bench, Pete Roach, Joe Morgan, Tom Seaver, George Foster, Dave Concepcion, just to name a few, you know. So he's big time, and we are so happy that he coached here at Palmetto High School. Bradley Hume, his son. I did not know Bradley carried a over 300 batting average. That's why he's so good at fixing those molars in my teeth, I guess, at Palmetto Dental. But just a great family to have, and we are so happy to have the Hume family in Palmetto. And Tom, I think you're up in Cincinnati doing a little work up there, but it's a shout out to you. Now we're going to bat for the number 11 here for Parrish Community, which is Kalen Heath. Collins, that one gets away from just a little bit.
Yeah, Colin's dad, Eric, we've been pretty close throughout the years. He's one of the better athletes, which is a good statement that I've seen come out of Manatee County.
He gets a little bit behind on the count here. High. So the count is 2-1. I thought we might have had 3 balls there, but it's 2-1 count. Right. Ball is fouled off there. Hanging in tough is Kalen Heath. And I think he prefers to be called Callan Heath. As in going back to Cali. I don't think so. Oh, this time he chases one out in front, and the tag is applied, and the Tigers are going to throw that one around.
That was a tough pitch there. It was tough at bat. Yeah,
Logan McGuire comes into bat now. Sets up in the back of the box, foot back on the chalk back there. Takes a big hack at the first pitch, strike.
Seems like he's been breaking ball heavy.
Ooh, Collins throws that breaking ball outside and low. Tried to get him to chase one. Good discipline there.
Yeah, Collins been pretty effective this year, mixing it up. Spots his fastball well and throwing that breaking ball, and it's very effective. That ball right there could be called a strike.
Could be,
Very easily.
and a very good job of framing that pitch by the catcher. But that was right on that corner. Still fairly.
Fretcher does a great job framing the ball.
Oof, look at that ball going across there. See that?
That's it.
Man, what a great look here by the TigerVision camera out there in center field. A special thanks to whoever ran that wire all the way out there. And that's how he chases that one. Great pitch. Throws it down there for the out at first base. So really finding control of that breaking ball is
That's it.
Collins.
Location. He's located. He's not expanding that zone too much. It's staying in the zone long enough that it looks like a strike, and
but you
just
really
falls off the table.
It's a fun look from that outfield camera that we've got set up there. You can see that ball really pouring across there.
No, excellent job by TigerVision with this camera.
Oh,
It's a little tougher to see up here in this press box. So
thank you very much, fellas. Yeah, and always the true. Oh, that was nasty. He pulled the string on that one, didn't he? That one probably lofted in there at 60 miles. Yeah, I mean, he really pulled the string on that one.
now he's spotting it very well. Like I said, all year, Collins has been really solid on the mound.
See if he goes fastball inside on this pitch.
There should
Right
be
to the
easy
middle of the
out.
field.
There's Willis.
Throw over to first. And so really good inning by the Tigers there. Great pitching by Collins. You saw different varieties of breaking balls.
Yeah.
It just breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball. He mixed it up. It wasn't the same look every time. Now we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Bill Britt, on the sideline. What you got for us, Bill? So while we have the public address announcement, we're going to try to set Bill Britt up with our sideline reporter. He might be trying to snag a coach for an interview here at the bottom of the fourth. So we'll see. Scotty, just a pleasure doing the broadcast with you. I'm so grateful for your support. And it's a really fun game here. The environment here at Palmetto High School, the stadium, new facility here thanks to the school board of Manatee, school district of Manatee County. Looks nice. There's a pretty good crowd here tonight.
Oh, yeah. So many familiar faces, too.
Oh, yeah. A lot of those 90-ish people are in the house tonight.
That's it. Yeah. I got my nephew in the house. A little story about him.
We got time?
Yeah, we got talking about Jimbo Rawls, Will Rawls' dad. There's 2 hitters that I've ever been around high school baseball that can hit the ball opposite field as well as them, and they're both in this park today.
It's fantastic. Yeah, it's amazing. Over the years, when the names recycle, you're Rawls, Willis, and you're seeing these things recycle. And there's been some interim time, some lagging where the baseball hadn't really been that exciting, and I can remember some of us got turned away with baseball strike in the 90s, but the quality of baseball here in the 90s was so good in Manatee County. And here on this throwback night, 1994, I mean, these are 2 very good-looking teams here tonight. You got good pitching, you got excellent hitting approaches, so it looks like it's rallying back in the county here.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Which is
that's
great.
What we're striving for. That's especially Corey with Palmetto. That's what he's striving for, is to get the culture back. It's always been a hometown feel over here. That's why I'm very happy to come do this with you.
There's that outside corner once again. Jonathan Mason is making a living. It looks like, what do you think, 2 balls off the outside?
Yeah, I mean,
he's right on that outside edge. There's a drive. It's going to be caught by the center fielder, tracking that very well. He's bringing that one in. So really good track on that one. Not a threat, but get the ball on the bat. Positive things can happen.
That's it. And that's kind of what we've been lacking this year is putting the ball in play. Had way too many strikeouts. Put it in play, put some pressure on the defense.
Jackson Moats comes up. See if he runs this one inside. Now this one is right over the top and a little bit high for the ball. See if he tries to run one in on his hands here.
Well, this is a good thing about having a mixture of lefties and righties.
Wow.
Changing the view of the pitcher. So it looked like he tried to go in, but it stayed out over the plate. It looked like a pitch that was a good pitch to hit.
Yep.
It looks like he's going away
out there
again, but this is off speed. Nope, fastball away.
Inside.
Yeah, catcher forgot how many strikes there were.
That's why you like to have that mask on, so no one will see you blush. So Jackson Moats up here. Settling in.
Another fastball away, looks like.
Oh, he goes and gets it, fouls it off. Way to stay alive. Nice approach. Moats with a 3-1 count. That's that account, one of those counts that you like a lot, Scott, as a hitter. Looks like he's coming right down the middle.
He's got 2 on.
There's the strike 3. Yep, just updated there.
Yep.
I looked at the hamburger menu there.
Number 3, Trey.
That's wrong. So Trey Lawrence comes up.
This will be a good matchup right here.
Mason throws. Lawrence a little bit out in front of that one.
Yeah. A little hard breaking ball. So far this year, everybody's that's facing Trey, all these pitchers they're not giving him too much to hit.
No. So Mason, yeah, kind of a liberal strike zone there. Jonathan Masson is taking the advantage of that, and now Trey Lawrence 0-2. Count.
Go right back to it. Just throw this one a little bit lower. Got him chasing twice on this breaking ball. It's either that or up and in. Looks like he's going with the breaking ball down and away again.
So strikes him out. So really good inning there by Mason coming in there. And we saw, both sides of the inning there, the pitchers are really bringing the squirrely stuff. You didn't see a lot of ones this time, but you were seeing some variations of some breaking stuff. And we're going to go down
Guys,
to
I'm
Bill
here with
Britt
Coach Corey DeHaan. And, Coach, it looks like we get a typical yawner between Parrish and Palmetto again. Give us your assessment.
The early lead. We had a hard hit ball with bases loaded with Navarro, just couldn't find a hole. I had some opportunities, and thankfully we were able to string some good at-bats together here to take the lead again, but we can't stop now. We got to keep pounding that zone on defense and keep adding more runs because Parrish won't quit.
So what can we look forward to hold that lead?
It's quality at-bats. Right now we're still two-strike approach. We're taking way too many close calls, leaving into letting the umpire make the decision. We've got to keep staying aggressive, making the ball be put in play, make them make the play, and then we just got to keep attacking the zone as pitchers. Have them put the ball in play too, and trust our defense.
Well, so far so good. Good luck with the rest of the game.
Appreciate you, Bill.
Thank you for that sideline report from Bill Britt Jr., special guest there, mid-game interview with Corey DeHaan there. And, you know, Corey has a little bit of baseball background behind him, doesn't he, Scott?
Yeah, he's got a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, he showed me one video of, and I can't remember offhand if it was Tony Gwynn's 3,000 hit or one of the record-breaking hits that he actually came in a pinch run for Tony.
Oh, wow.
Which is one of the best hitters in baseball. And just to have that honor,
Can you imagine?
I know he was pretty tickled.
Oh, yeah. Now, Tony, you know, for all you athletes out there, you're tuning in the game. You know, it's not that hard. Baseball is just that. You know, Deion Sanders out here. You know, the hardest thing he said to do in sports was to hit a baseball. You know, and that's people a lot of times don't, you know, take that into consideration. And when you've been around people that can hit a baseball like Tony Gwynn, and I've seen people that really have that eye to hit a baseball. It is a difficult science.
I'm gonna have to give a little shout out to my buddy Peter Ward. I grew up going to school with him, and he is by far the best athlete I've ever seen. Through high school, I mean, Mr. Basketball, Mr. Football. Through intramurals, he dominated every sport we did, but always called me a crazy man for playing baseball. So that ball's coming too fast for him.
Oh, yeah. So Aiden Collins really, you know, he's back into the game here, doing a good job pitching. I got a 2-2 count here according to the total here. We were talking about some of the greats of Manatee County here on this 1994 Recognition United State Champion Palmetto Tiger team. Collins, whoa, nice pitch. Nice pitch. I don't know if you got a look. Did you get a good look at that one, Scott? Did you see that pitch there?
Yeah, he's got his breaking ball on point tonight.
That thing was nasty.
Yep, he can get it over for a strike, and he can drop it off the table. Changing the eye levels is pitching a gym.
There's a drive. It's going to be a foul ball. You know, with Collins, if you're watching our broadcast tonight, you're 8 or 9 years old, do not do what Collins is doing tonight. Don't even start, right?
Well, you know, and that's funny. That's this year, that's what I've been seeing. More and more of these pitchers throwing breaking balls, and I think that's why we're seeing the average locally around high school. The averages have been down. These hitters are just going to have to adjust.
Collins gets that one a little bit too far over here. If you look, awfully fun. Just awfully fun tonight to watch this angle right here from TigerVision. It gives you a little more illusion that, you know, the pitch is nasty enough as it is, but you get this look right here, and you can really see the action on those breaking balls. And there's a bunt. He bunts it down. Wow. Let's see. Very close to running out of the box on that, but I think it's okay. So Alex Tallow hanging in there. Seeing a lot of breaking balls tonight. 1-2 count. That one's high. Good patience. So here, you know, you got your number 9 hole hitter, your 9 hitter in the rotation. You know, you generally, boy, he's doing an excellent job staying alive up there at the plate. That ball's outside.
They got one out, nobody on. Your 9-hole hitter, you got to challenge him here.
Yep.
Let your defense work.
brings this one in. Right in the mid, and it's driven out to center field, and he's going to be held at first base. Takes a look, long turn, but rolls back safely to first base. Really nice pitch. It was high location.
Yep.
Just get the bat on the ball. Really fine piece of, if your 9-hole hitter is that disciplined at the plate, you got to be very well pleased with that.
Oh yeah, and same way. I mean, you have. That's what we talked about. Hitters got to adjust.
So Collins now will face his next batter. We're looking at things from the press box here.
Yeah, this is got him shaded to right field. This is his bread and butter, opposite field.
It's going 1 count.
Snuck a fastball in there on him.
Ooh, outside corner strike. So up ahead in the count. Very, very good job. Scott, I'm getting a look here. We appreciate the fans looking in for the Faces Made for Radio segment of the broadcast here. And this is our vantage point from up here. Very comfortable here at Palmetto High School.
And the center field camera is awesome. I'm finding myself watching TV better than trying to see through the obstacles here. So you got to trust your catcher right here.
Throw over first.
You got an 0-2 count. Pretty sure he's going to go with another breaking ball down in the dirt. Kretz has got to be a wall back here right now.
Sets up outside. Swing right at the shortstop. He makes the catch, and he's got him. So double play. So we're going to score that just a 6-3.
Yep, that's it. That's a very athletic play by Lawrence.
So that's why they like him.
That's one thing I noticed about him. He can throw from any angle and pretty effortlessly.
And that ball had a lot of sink on it.
Yep. Tough ball to hit or to read.
And a lot of guys will, with that top spin that's on the ball with that much sink, that's the one. I'm going to stay back and play this thing, and it takes that low skip.
That's it.
So he did a great job.
If you could watch a replay, he let that ball travel, and that's a lot of these younger kids. They'll go stab at that ball, but he let that ball come into him like he was receiving a pass.
Yeah.
In a throwing position, and it's an easy double play. Didn't even have to put that much on it. Just Trey does what he does.
That's not, I played a lot of industrial and softball and things like that. And I had some very good shortstops. I don't know if you remember Scott, but he was with me for a while. But he was just awesome as a shortstop. And those guys, middle infielders, make the game so much easier. And if you've ever had a bad one out there, I played on some teams where you got a butcher out there, maybe as a second baseman or a shortstop.
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're in trouble. Scotty Grimes is who I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Scotty probably was around in the 90s when you guys were playing.
My car tomorrow.
I wanted to, once again, I saw your brother in front of you there.
Yeah.
That's a very fine look. He's got the American flag on the back of the shirt and a Florida Gator hat on, baseball hat. Scott,
I don't necessarily
thank you for
agree with
bringing
that.
him. Thank you for
he
bringing
must
him
have
to
lost
the
a
game.
bet or something, because for him to put a Florida Gator hat on, that's embarrassing to me.
So Spawn will start this one out. Spawn has had a very complete game tonight. He's pitched.
Yeah.
He's picked up a big hit. He's moved things around. A good game tonight for Spawn.
Against a really good team. Both these teams, the records don't do justice for how the athletes on both of these teams. Once again, it's just putting everything together, and hopefully it's coming coming together for us more than them, because that's
Well,
our rival.
If you look at who these guys are playing, I looked at the 4-2 Parrish community. There's no cupcakes in there. Palmetto comes to the game 2-4, but it's not like they're playing the Sisters of the Poor. They are playing up, and that's something here at Palmetto High School. You see the coaches do different programs. They're not afraid to play up and play in higher districts and divisions. That one is just outside.
Yeah, well, I mean, we started off the season with the St. John Newman's team down in Naples, and they're ranked number 8 in the state.
Right.
And then go up to Buchholz, Gainesville.
Yeah.
And they're in at least the top 100.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, we're not far off where we need to be. Tonight was a really good showing of disciplined hitting, and that's what seemed to be lacking. Even that swing right there, didn't try to do too much. He just missed it. That's what I've been seeing. Just too many big swings and not enough situational hitting. Leaving too many guys on base. Obviously tonight we're driving them in, and
makes a lot of fun to watch. Andrew Spahn waits the pitch. Mason really has some good stuff working tonight.
yeah,
Drops down, paints the outside corner with that one, and so
that's what
Spahn
makes,
goes down looking, but pretty good pitching there.
Oh yeah,
Quality pitching.
yeah. These are the guys that I really didn't. I didn't like facing it when they had a really hard breaking ball. So when you get the fastball, don't miss. You got go ahead and jump on it, hunt the fastball, so you're not so much in.
Whew, there was one right there.
Yep,
There's
right
your one right there.
Yep.
So that
and he's pitching just like he needs to. He's throwing the ball away from the barrel, outside. But as a hitter, that's what we have to adjust to. Okay, if that's what he's giving us with the fastball, just go ahead and drive it right field.
there's a curveball in there for a strike. So really good. Comes in, mid to low 80s on the fastball, follows it up with, low 70s. Good stuff, and great location there.
Yep.
Good pitching. Oh, wow, very, very close. Just misses the outside corner on that one.
Another breaking ball. And that's been the trend with so far this season with all these the high school pitchers is they don't really like to throw a fastball in. It's kind of a junior college mentality is what they're getting at, and but they're playing percentages. Most of your high school hitters will not swing at a fastball away. They're looking for something in that they can drive. And
Collins with a 2-2 count. Mason throws. He fouls that one off.
that was really good about Coach Hill and Coach Moats out at MCC is for us being at the top of the lineup, we need to set the tone of the game. And we pay attention to that pre-game, in between innings, knowing this guy's tendency is away. Let's go ahead and hit the ball away to get him to throw it into our big guys so they can do the damage.
I hear you. So I'm looking now, the pitch count here for Mason's up to 31. I'm just picking that up on the hamburger screen there. Another high pitch. So
He's good at that.
Good job by Collins. Now Hunter Sisk will come up to hit, and it looks like he's lining up from the left-hand side. Very early in the game, made a nice stab over there at first base. good hit in the game. So now
Just got a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
courtesy runner for the pitcher.
We're in a good situation here that you're changing the pitcher's eye level now, putting somebody from the left side. So now is he going to get a pitch inside to hit?
See if Mason can regain that control. It's high again. So, as that pitch count continues to wind up here, Mason really had control of those breaking balls in the 2 innings ago. Now he's trying to throw a little bit more of the heater, and he's been high. Maybe it's overstriding. I don't know. You would have to tell me that.
You're facing a different side, so it's changing his comfort level too. He's been painting the black on the outside to the righties, and then now you throw a lefty in there, and he's, okay, what do I do?
Now he's very inside stance. Drives the ball through the hole, and holding on second is our runner, courtesy runner, and a really smart play there. So Palmetto Tigers with 2 on base.
It's another great example of, he was trying to go away there, and it leaked back over the middle of the plate and insisted what he was supposed to, drove it up the middle. Stayed over the middle part of the plate. He didn't try to do too much.
He didn't throw, he didn't throw the bat at it, but it was just
Use his hands.
Excellent.
And that's it's funny what your hands can do for you. All right, Blake, get your fastball right here and burn the left fielder. It looks like he's bored out there anyway. That.
So Willis looks at that one. Letter high.
Maybe a little above that.
Number high. Polo logo high. All right, this time he stays with it. Foul ball. One thing about this kid
here we go again. Do you
like Willis?
trust your catcher here on this, or try to blow it by him?
Nice drive, and it's going to go out. Shortstop Hamlin now called off there by the
fly.
second baseman. Runners hold.
Number 1, Patty Navarro.
I don't know if you can hear the public address here, but that one was very nice. Matty Navarro. He had kind of the pirate on SpongeBob thing. I think he's got a SpongeBob motif going. But Navarro is up at a very critical time of the game. 5-3, Palmetto Tigers lead here at the bottom of the 5th. Mason has thrown 38 pitches to this point. Runners now on first and second.
Should be your typical fastball away, how he's been living all day. Hitter's just got to adjust to it.
Now it's high and outside is the call. Oh, very nice play by the second baseman there. You know, climbing the ladder there was Eloy Serrata. Wow. Just very athletic play by the second baseman. Foul ball, keeping that one alive. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Now the Tigers 2 outs with 2 on, first and second.
after the breaking ball.
Break. Swings on that one. Kind of a
Defensive swing.
I'd say late
That's it.
defensive swing. Yeah.
I think he was looking for the fastball and caught him off guard there. Trust your catcher here on this curveball down and away.
Oh, he drives it, and it's going to go foul down that line. Thought he might have had a little chance for a little punch and Judy there. Flare over there. I think I just saw your daughter over at the concession stand there, Scott, on that last look.
Yeah.
Working hard. Oh, there's a drive, and it's out there, hit right to the center fielder. But really well hit ball, just right at him. And so that will retire it. So at the end of 5, Palmetto Tigers with a 5-3 lead.
Yeah, hit very well. What we call atom balls. Hit right at him.
That's what's crazy about this game.
Yeah.
Crazy game.
Yeah, 'cause I
You
think
get that one, you hit it on the screws, and then you top the ball and roll it down the third baseline.
Yeah.
It's a crazy game, this baseball game. Maybe so. Okay, we're going to go down
Guys,
to
I'm
our
here
sideline
with Coach
reporter,
Brett
Bill Britt.
Andrzejewski from Parrish. Want to get his assessment on the game thus far. We got a typical battle, Palmetto Parrish.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, anytime these two teams come together, it's always a dogfight. Obviously we got off to a hot start offensively. Keegan gave us a chance on the mound, and then just unfortunately gave up a 5-spot, one big inning. But hopefully we can fight our way back and end out on top on this.
So what do we look for in the last 2 innings to try to take the lead back?
Yeah, we just got to make sure that we have good ABs and really battle at the plate. Just find a way to get 90 feet any way we can, and hopefully we can continue to put up zeros on the mound and give us some time to get there.
Okay, that's the assessment from this side of the field. Thanks, Coach.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's 1 for 2. In baseball, that makes me really good, 500, right?
Yeah. That's it.
I think we're live here in the press box. We're looking at some changes here. We had an interview with Bill Britt over there with the coach of Lakewood or Parrish Community High School, and looking ahead is not something that the players want to do at this point. You want to stay in this game. Baseball is a game where it can get away from you in 30 seconds, and a 5-3 lead here at the top of the 6th, certainly not safe. Now batting for Parrish Community is number 4, and that is Eloy Serrata. You remember he made that great catch on the high throw to second base in the last inning. Oh, curveball over for a strike, Aiden Collins. Another curveball, nasty. Serrata chases. One, 2 count. He's going to set him up way outside. See if he throws this one in the dirt. He does. No harm there. Seeing if he could get the chase. Good discipline that by Serrata. Not to go fish on that one. Goes fastball inside to change things up.
We're just gonna hang it. There we go.
That's right at
right.
Trey with the play, and it is an easy out there, very smooth. That was so easy, just effortless.
Cripe coming up here. He had the shot at the middle last at bat.
Tyler has had a pretty good game tonight. This time he drives a flare down the left field line. It was a foul, but a nice inside-outside swing. You move that thing over a little bit toward the line, you got yourself a double or a triple. Ball is high for Collins.
Yeah, it looks he's being a little careful. This is, I said, one of the better hitters in the county, Tyler Price.
Yeah, he looked really
Switch
good.
hitter. Put together very well.
High pitch. He's twitching. He's got that quick twitch kind of flavor to him, you know?
Yep.
He turns on that thing in a hurry.
Very versatile player, too, Tyler is. I mean, he can play all over the field.
Makes up his
Plays
mind.
plays a lot of second. He's at third tonight. Shows what kind of athlete he is.
That one's in the dirt. He escapes that one.
Being a little careful with this hitter. Got a 2-run lead. Just go ahead and go get it. Like fastball coming here.
Fastball high, misses. And not the worst thing that could happen there. Walks the batter. Kripe really looking excellent in his approach. So now Kripe will be over there on first base. And another big hitter here, number 8, is Matthew Thompson. And that's Thopsen, Thompson. And it looks like he can fly, the way this kid is put together. I imagine once Thompson gets those legs running, I'm sure he is fast. You can see it, doesn't it look like that?
Yeah. And Thompson's got a home run this year. One of the very few players are in the 2 counties that's got a home run.
Fast.
Got a little bit of pop.
Collins creeping up. He's up to his 39th pitch here, according to our TigerVision menu. Wind is blowing dead out to left field right now. Looking at the flag over there. So you got a righty, and you got the flag. Looks like it is picked up to 12, 15 miles an hour, blowing out of the south. Blowing dead out to left field.
And this is what we've noticed over the years. The elements are tremendous in this game, and being right here close to Terracea Bay, once that that sun goes down and you start getting the little bit of humidity coming off the bay, ball doesn't seem to travel as well as it does when the sun's still out.
That's correct. This ball's high in the air coming in there for the Chargers. Schoppacher makes a play very easily. He's got wheels. And I would normally make some disrespectful comment about you being slow, Scott, but I think all the Schopachers that I do know actually could run a little bit. Now, yeah. I did know Mark Schoppacher.
Yeah.
So he may be the only one that didn't have that elusive speed.
I was sneaky fast. It was really funny being a leadoff hitter at MCC and listening to the opposing coaches yell at all their fielders that this guy's got wheels, and I would just laugh at them. Like, really?
He takes the strike there. That one's painting that outside corner there. It seems that Heath has been the victim of that outside corner call a couple times.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the way he's setting up so far in the back of the batter's box.
Yeah, it looks like he's off the plate a little bit.
Yeah. Oof, that one's right to the middle of the plate. It's by the infielder, and it's a hot shot. So now that top of the 6th here, we've got runners on first and second. how quickly things can change. 2 outs. Holding my screen here.
Yeah, you called it. He hung one inside on Heath, staying off the plate.
Yep.
He demolished that ball.
Sure did. Man. It was hot coming through there. You know what I did right there? I actually was looking at the TigerVision shot instead of, you know, they pay us a lot of money to be here, Scott. Can we watch the game? I'm looking at the actual camera shot here in HD, you know?
I've been finding myself watching the camera shot more than the field.
This time runner goes, double steal. And they're in second and third safe.
Yeah. It's a design fake bunt.
Yep.
He had no intention of bunting that ball. He was trying to get those guys second, third. Did exactly what he was supposed to do. Just mishandled. See how they handle the bat in this situation.
Ooh. Good pitch right there by Collins.
Oh, 2.
And that ball's in the dirt. Nice play.
Play correct.
Backstop. That's how you do it. Saves a run. Make the play.
Yeah. This is where you really got to trust your catcher. That hard breaking ball. Runner on third. See if he goes back to this breaking ball.
Logan McGuire. See if he throws it up a little bit higher. Try to get one up at the letters.
Mixing up the signs here a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit
I can't.
Scared to throw that one in the dirt at this point.
Went back to it. There's your ground ball to Trey.
Trey Thompson throws it over. Nice play, and that is a beautiful play there by Trey Lawrence, and that's your old 6-3. Very clean. You know what? As the backdrop of Run DMC's It's Tricky is played now here. I think they're toying with us here.
Yeah.
You see, you know, cameras aren't here, so we can pop and lock, but a really competitive game here, 5-3. Really an opportunity for the Bulls there that last inning. Runners on second and third. An opportunity to tie things up with a base hit. And really good job by Collins tonight. His pitching's been very good.
He's got the breaking ball working. That's effective. This game's all about adjustments. That's where Tom Hanks and a league of their own said it's a hard game. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
That's right.
Hard's what makes it great.
But a fun night here tonight on the celebration of the 1994 Palmetto Tigers state championship team. Looking over there. You know, Shaw Parker here is such a good commentator, but he's waving to fans in the stands. There's so many people are here to watch Scott Shaw Parker do his thing. It's incredible. Look at this. It's amazing, you know, the popularity of this guy here. You know, first night on TigerVision and just taking over the program. A real fun night here and really good baseball mind. Appreciating having him in the press box with me tonight. Fun night here at Palmetto High School.
Oh, love it.
And for those of you watching, TigerVision is presented by Conley Buick GMC from the Deer Stand in Douglasville, Georgia tonight. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, we should have them watching from Georgia, Cincinnati. Should be all over the place.
Oh, curveball, nice. New pitcher here, number 12 is Johnny Wilson, is that right?
That's it.
Johnny Wilson showed nice control of the curveball. It's kind of rude to come in and throw the first pitch as a curveball. Now he comes in, changes it up, fouled back. Opportunity to make a play. Great catch. Just a fabulous job by the catcher back there. That's one of those that goes away from the screen, back over the top, and if you think that's easy, you got to try that. Go out there. That's one of the toughest plays in baseball, especially when you've got to deal with a mask and all the gear. Just a great job.
That ball's got so much backspin on it that you have to cheat on that. You can't follow where it's going.
But a great play. Now as bunt is laid down to the side, pitcher runs out there. Willis makes a good play. And 2 outs for the Tigers. I just got to get the catcher on that play. I didn't say his name there, but just an amazing play.
I believe that's McGuire, Logan McGuire.
Logan McGuire with just a fabulous play back here on the fence. Number 1 now, Jackson Moats comes up to the plate. The senior, 5'10", left-handed hitter. Fouls one off. So
yeah, last at bat, Peters tries to lay down the bunt. He just didn't quite get it to the sand.
Yeah, that's it. You wanted to check up in the sand.
Yeah.
I tell you, if you made that thing a golf ball, I could get it into that sand right here. I don't know about off an aluminum bat, but I will find that sand right there. So it's 1-1 to count. Jackson Moats standing in the back of the box, very close to the plate. So I like his approach, right?
Yeah.
Were you one of those that just stood on top of the plate?
Yeah.
Shot
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to.
So he's
Got to be gritty. Did you just make a golf reference?
I did because of the sand. I golf once every 35 years, but that's why.
Well, me too. We have the Shophocker and Friends Open once every 2 years at a reunion. And I have to bring 2 dozen balls because I'll lose 23 of them in the water.
Jackson Moats. Yeah, I usually spend my time messing with gators, you know, and when we get a birdie with my group like Steve Johnson, who does our football statistics, Steve is a good baseball player. It's actually when the ball goes up the tree and gets a birdie. I mean, it's what we call a birdie. So it's not a real good group. We used to go to the great Palmetto Pines.
Oh, yeah.
One of the finest golfing facilities in the world here in Palmetto. Just a beautiful facility.
Yeah. Now it's nothing but houses.
So here now, Parrish trailing in this one, 3 runs to Palmetto Tigers 5. And we're going to have pitching change, and it's going to be Billy Mallon coming in, number 15 for Parrish. I don't know.
Our golf tournaments are a little different. We have the toilet bowl hole.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, where you have to sit on a toilet bowl. On the drive.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. You had the slingshot hole, where that's how you drove. Is your partners would hold a big slingshot.
Oh.
You had the baseball hole, where you could either hit the ball off the tee or throw it up to yourself. And hit
so
it.
the Shot Pucker tournament.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is a non-official event, and you guys have been thrown off many golf courses. Right?
There's not too many courses, and Bradenton let us back on their course.
Yeah, so he's been released in order to call the game tonight, doing a very good job. But sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, your buddy Mark Shophocker is the main reason why we're not allowed on a lot of the courses. There's Coach Millage right there on TV.
Oh yeah,
that's Big Tony. Learned a whole lot from that guy. What a great family. That's I mean, he produced 3 professional athletes.
You know, and my good friend Rich, his mother Joanne, Rich Robick, his mother Joanne was there for the delivery of lastings
That's my nephew Lance right
And there,
there.
is that Miss Joanne up there?
That's
There's Miss Joanne up in the stands
right
today.
behind. Yep.
Right there.
Yep. She's.
So one of the great, just Rich Robick's mother. You have to. She's got to be a saint, but just a fabulous mom, and so great for the community. And she's just a great part and a great person. Now here with this one's fouled straight up, and it's going to be over the top, and it sounded like it hit pavement this time, so missed the cars.
Yeah, he gets 2 outs. Got Trey Lawrence up, new pitcher. Theme of the night's been curveballs. Let's see if this.
He's due. I was just going to say he is so due, and he smokes one out there.
Oh yeah,
to
that's
left
going to
field.
score one.
And it hits the wall, and he's in for a double. There's a play at the plate, and he's safe. Now he stretches it out. He's going to be cut down at third, and extending that one to third. Trey absolutely smoked that ball. And what you saw, he had that top spin on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that thing is, out there in the cars.
Yeah, it's got that red truck written all over it. It's out there.
Trey Lawrence just turned on that one. It was a duck hook. You could see that it was a draw. It was a heavy draw going out there toward the wall.
Yeah, if he stays down through that ball, that's you're not going to find that one.
No, that ball would have gone another 50 feet. I mean, it was crushed. So that scores a couple there for the Tigers. Now the Tigers here, it's the top of the 7th with a backdrop of LL Cool J's I'm Gonna Knock You Out. I'm trying to stay focused here, Mark, but excellent selection. Coming out. The segue with the Who Could It Be, with the pitching change was nice. And here going into the 7th inning, high school, with a little LL Cool J and I'm Gonna Knock You Out. Very nice touches up here from the talent in the press box area here at Mike Benson Field. Got some.
Yeah, short. Yep. 6-3.
All right, now listen to a backdrop of LL Cool J. A very excited press box area here tonight, watching some very exciting baseball. Kick it to you, Scott.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I ain't got those kind of moves. I'll just stick to talking a bit about baseball.
Oh yeah, well you're a little bit more proficient at that than perhaps, but just a great job tonight, and I appreciate you being in here to bail me out, the old football, basketball commentary guy. It's sure nice to have some baseball pros around me, and everybody in the press box up here is excellent. So number 5, that's going to be Jabrian Qualls there on the left-hand side. So count is 1-0. Nice pitch by Collins. That's pitch number 49, and that was probably his best fastball of the night.
That's what it sounded like anyways. Go back to the curveball. He's just going to go ahead. You got a 3-run lead. Go get him.
Ooh,
Little slide, little slider. Go ahead and feed it to him. You got a 3-run lead.
Jabrian Qualls up there. Dig it in.
Shake it off, going straight to the fastball right here.
That one got away from him a little bit.
Back.
3-1 count.
It's going to be a fastball 3-1. You got to go get him. Yeah.
Got it up.
That
So
gotta
walk
make him beat you
Salito.
there. All right, just regroup. Still 3-run game. Just playing.
Parrish Community Bulls now with Whitehead is going to go out there, and that is Nathan Whitehead.
Up by 3. Just playing for an out here. Get an out. This guy don't mean anything.
Got to throw strikes. That one gets away from, balls up high.
Got a mound visit here. Go calm him down. Last inning, nerves might be getting to him just a little bit. Just go settle him down.
I don't think, the pitch count's not a problem. According to our information, 53 pitches.
Yeah.
I think he's a high school guy.
That's it.
Most of them could throw over 100 if you let them do it.
Yeah, well, that's another thing too, that they've had some pretty good rules on how many pitches these pitchers can throw. I think that's why we've been seeing a lot better arms. Also, yeah, that's Coach Little, the assistant coach. So he wouldn't go out there to make a pitch and change. He's just trying to settle him down. Let him know the situation, that runner on first don't mean anything. Go get this batter.
And yeah,
Don't let it get out of control.
You're talking about Nathan Whitehead, who started up as the 8 out of the 8 hole.
Yep.
So your approach.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you're right again, Scott. So he throws a nice breaking ball in there for a strike. Count. Sets him up outside. Oh, might have crossed each other up there between the catcher and the pitcher, but gets another strike. Did you notice that? It looked like they.
This was one of the few times that I actually watched the field instead of watching TigerVision.
Yeah, good. Oh, nice block over there.
Yep.
Kept the runner on first base.
Yep.
That's one thing you don't want to do, is open up those bases here in the 7th inning.
And once again, that's trusting your catcher. And even if you did move up to second, it's really not that big deal. Three-run lead. You're trying to put this guy away. But don't be too picky. Go get him.
Ooh, right to the mitt. See that one?
Nice
No
base
framing. Placement. That was crazy.
Yep.
He could have knocked the date off a dime in his mitt. I mean, that one was right to the mitt. Catcher didn't even move.
He's got that big looping curveball that he's spotting it well. And
wow,
he's mixing it up too, because he's got the hard breaking ball that he can bust down and away from those hitters, and what you've seen Kretzer just block earlier. Yep.
Might come with a fastball here. Let's see.
Fastball.
Yep.
Your strike. We're at the number 9 spot, right? Number 14. Alex Tallow.
Alex Tallow. And so yeah, we went from the 8th to the 9th.
Yeah.
Generally, it works like that, right? Unless you throw a
right
DH,
after 8, I think
or,
number 9. Oh, I went to Southeast, so my math is a little off.
I have a PhD, Palmetto High degree myself, so I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you. Tallow. It's a big spot here. 1 out, man on first. The lefty waits the pitch. Oh, breaking ball, good stuff. And that's going to be a foul ball out of play. Robick on camera, third base camera, nearly made a play on that, but he didn't want to fall through the roof over there. Looks like maybe made of aluminum.
And how?
Yeah. And he's giving me the wave like, yeah, I should have went for it.
I've seen him do crazier stuff.
Well, what I expected him to do was to dive off the roof, make a great swoboda, off the roof,
and then go tackle the umpire.
Yeah, and then go kill everybody until the paramedics sorted it all out.
That's it.
Rich being the great football player. But back to baseball here. You know, Rich played a little baseball in '93 too, didn't he? So,
Yes, he did. We grew up playing baseball.
Tremendous athlete. Now 14 is coming up here to the plate, and that's Tallow, the 9-hole hitter with a 0-2 count, runner on first. Had to clue everybody back in and all that side fodder talk there about Robick. Aiden Collins fires up very.
All right.
That's a heater, just a bit outside.
One, two.
1-2 is the count. Tallow hanging in.
Here goes Sis.
Oh, there's another breaking ball. That's a foul ball. It's going to be just out of play. Bringing that in. So
that was a
2
breaking.
strikes.
That was a breaking ball that he just wanted to get for a strike. It wasn't a put away breaking ball. He throws it again for the put away. The good chance he's going to roll it over to Sisk at first, or Blake at second.
And then Tallow just, you know, hanging tough.
Yeah,
Hanging
he stayed
tough.
on that very well. Fastball in, maybe?
Oof. Fastball gets away from him.
Yeah. He had one to play with.
Yep. 2-2 count.
See if he goes back to this breaking ball.
Aiden not worried about the runner over there. Concentrating at the plate.
He did.
Throws it. Got him swinging. So another nice pitch. So
All right, back to the top.
2
with Will.
outs here, top of the 7th.
Will, dangerous hitter. Very good situational hitter. Will Rawls.
Comes into the game. He was batting out of the
Leadoff.
1 spot as a DH. Yeah, he looks very, he looks very aggressive up there in his approach, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's why Coach Hill is here watching him, and that's why he signed with
He ain't-
SCF.
He ain't scared.
Well,
No,
he's got Rawls in him, so
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anything scare Rawls.
Strike. Nice pitch on the inside corner.
Oh, breaking ball heavy. Imagine you go right back to it.
Gonna pull the, you know, if you're gonna really, that's good. If
Yeah.
you're gonna snap a real big curve, let's make sure it's not on the inside, you know, no hang 'em, we bang 'em kind of situation there. Get it out there. That was a perfect location. Takes
Yeah.
another strike.
I think that's one that Will would like to have back. Stayed up there just a little bit too long for our liking. Now this is the put away. This is gonna be the hard one down that Kretcher's gonna block. Swinging 3rd strike, throw him out at 1st. Down and away. Left
Oh,
it in.
fouls it off his foot,
That was pretty solid.
and that hurts. Now, one thing that does, though, you get a shot like that, puts a jolt of adrenaline in you, right? Now, with that pain start, and
it does. You know what? And the other thing, it helps you stay back on your back foot because that front foot's feeling it right now. So,
but it gives you a shot of that anger, you know, that adrenaline, especially at the age of these guys. It gives you that.
like they
Want
need
to-
anymore.
Right.
Here's their down and away. Put away. Right there. It's all right.
It's all right.
Just yanked it a little too hard. Go right back to it though. 3 runs.
Collins, and then he changed. You know, he changed the pace of his delivery in between pitches to make it a little bit different. he's been working pretty fast here tonight. But that last pitch, he put a little extra time in between it, so it's
Well, this is
really
where,
interesting to watch.
yeah, this is where nerves can start getting you. That's that another put away pitch that
Why not?
trying to be just a little too fine with it. Percentage of him hitting that ball hard are very low. And that's the one thing you don't want to do is bring the tie and run up to the plate.
Rawls is probably over that foot tingling right now. He's settled in there. He looks at it, lunges forward. Ball is trickling down, and it's over to the first for the force. Great play by the second baseman, Willis. And so to end the game, you have your 4-3 force, and the foghorn goes off here at Palmetto High School at the conclusion of the baseball game. And that, another nice touch by the sound engineers up here in the press box. Really good game tonight. What a fun night tonight.
Loved it.
We'll wrap it up. Scott, working with you tonight. Baseball guy, thank you for bailing me out. I so enjoyed it. We'll wrap it up and talk about what your comments. Let's talk about the pitching tonight. Let's talk about Palmetto's rotation, and then wrap it up and talk about the hitting, and I'll close this bad boy up. Scott.
Well, yeah, no, they went a different route than what they had been this season with starting Spawn. I thought it would have been Collins' turn in the rotation to start, but Corey, being a ex-major leaguer, probably got the scouting report, figured this is how he wanted to do it, went along with it, and obviously it worked out. Obviously the breaking ball, both teams was, like I said earlier, that this whole year, that's been the theme, is these pitchers throwing just tons of breaking balls. Especially when you don't have like plus fastball.
And then hitting-wise, I was impressed. You got these big pitchers throwing some pretty good heaters, and the approach that the Palmetto players, instead of trying to jump out your shoes, knock the cover off a ball, especially when they were behind in counts tonight. Very smart approach to hitting tonight.
Yeah, they just didn't try to do too much, and that's like I said, what they had been lacking so far this season. They showed signs of it. The few games we lost, we left tons of guys on base, and that was kind of a tribute that you just seen way too many big swings instead of just going with the game, going with the flow of the game.
Well, thank you very much for being here. We're going to wrap these things up. Final score here, the Palmetto Tigers win. We thank you for watching TigerVision, is presented by Conley Buick GMC on this beautiful March 8th, Friday evening. Tonight's final score, the Tigers with a victory over the Parrish Community Bulls. We thank you for watching this special tribute to the 1994 3A Baseball State Champions, the Palmetto High School Tigers. We remind you, when it comes to the Tigers and Palmetto, it's all about one town, one team, go Tigers.
So tell me, what was actually the name of the award? It was you were the #1 stream in the streaming awards, isn't that correct?